way. Started in Houston last weekend, here in Atlanta this weekend, and eventually the tournament finishes, tell me if I've got any of this wrong, in July in Las Vegas, where the winner collects $250,000.
Trying to make somebody get some bread, man.
Pretty good, pretty good. Where did this idea come from?
So, I mean, I have kids, 2 sons of my own, and I have an AU program as well. And I get my information from those guys. My sons don't watch NBA basketball. They don't watch NCAA basketball.
Right.
They watch YouTube. They watch all the highlights.
Right.
They know all these players that go from park to park.
A lot of kids don't watch whole games anymore. Yeah.
And I fell in love with the energy around the playground.
Right.
And I figured, why not create something? Because I feel there's a lot of untapped talent out here. Guys that can play at a really high level of basketball. And basketball should be played one-on-one. That's the pure essence of basketball to me.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one-on-one and 5-on-5. You got a one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
So, just giving guys an opportunity that can't make it to the NBA, can't go across seas and play professional basketball. There's a lot of guys. We have KDs, we have Lukas, we have Kyries right here.
Yeah.
Right? For this particular platform.
Yeah.
And that's why, I created this. And we had our first one in Houston, and it went really well. It over-exceeded my expectations.
What are the rules? Like, is it?
I can't give you the rules because
you can dribble
my friends
10
might
times.
turn into my enemies, and then they go and create, what
got it, got it,
what I'm saying?
got it. So,
I can't, but
all right.
I'll say the model that I have, it's
a great idea.
It's a model that I think the non-basketball fan will definitely appreciate. And we have great rules. We have a shot clock.
Right.
We have referees. So
if I was playing against you, you just couldn't you just couldn't.
No, I just couldn't. No.
You can't just back him down.
Okay.
No,
all right.
Okay.
no.
Yeah. See, I like that. I like that because as a little guy, don't
like
do me
that.
like
See,
that.
I don't want it to be a gimmick. I don't want a 6'8", 6'9" guy going against a 6-foot guy. Right. So when we go through the first season, we're going back into our data. Because it's 32.
So wait a minute. So what you saying?
That would be easy. That'd be like work.
I think we know what he's saying.
Wait a minute. What you
That'd be
saying?
light work. That'd be light work.
I think I heard what you said.
That'd be light work. But no, in all seriousness, when I think about, how I want my league to be viewed, if you think of the UFC and these guys, I didn't know these guys before they got on that platform.
Right.
And they're big stars now. The same thing I'm creating with OBL. But then when we go through our first season, we're going to identify our top 50 guys. We're going to rank our top 50 guys. So we're going to have a ranking system. And then we're going to have weekends like the UFC to where we're going to have, instead of weight classes, we're going to have height classes. Right? So I want, even the big guys, I want to give them an opportunity, right? Now, we might not stream them live or have them on live TV playing back to the basket, but I want to give them that opportunity. So we'll have a 6'3" and under class.
You got age classes? It sounds like somebody might want
I think Zeke still can play.
I know he can play.
He definitely can shoot the rock.
It all depends on who you put me against. My age, I'm going to win my age bracket.
You guys both know not every good one-on-one player fits into a 5-player scheme. There's plenty of guys who are great out there. What separates these particular athletes from some of the guys who were able to play overseas, as you referenced, or play in the G League?
Well, they just probably didn't get that opportunity, right? That probably passed them. They probably is overlooked and probably is counted out. I think a lot of these guys are afraid to go and play basketball overseas. It's just the uncomfortability of leaving here and going somewhere else and leaving their family. So there's a lot of talent here that I think, we could make stars and can create a legacy for their family, which, giving them a second chance and having them fulfill out their dream is what I want to do.
This is a great idea. And when you talk about overseas, I can definitely see this being, international, where you have international leagues.
Man. Hey, we already there, bro.
Okay.
So you've got 3-on-3 in the Olympics. Why not?
Okay.
So the bigger picture for this, I'll paint it for you, is we identify what the model is for one's basketball league here in North America. Right? Once we identify that model, then we take it to different countries and sell that model. So they can identify who the best ruler of the court in that country. And then from that point on, We got our own Olympics, baby.
Yeah, well, that definitely going to be an Olympic.
He's building an empire.
Yeah.
He's got it all laid out ahead of him.
I'm building.
Who are you watching? Who are you most interested in watching in the playoffs right
You
now?
better say the Boston Celtics with your teammate Damon Stoudemire, who's an assistant coach.
No. Listen. So, and I'm glad you said that because we need to have this conversation. Why is Giannis struggling right now? Why is he struggling?
Tell us.
No.
Well, he didn't struggle so much in game one.
Why is he struggling? Yeah, he struggled. He struggled.
Well, defensively, right? Elbows and boxes.
Yeah.
And then not only elbows and boxes, but they're making him now shoot shots outside of his comfort range.
Sure.
Right.
The LeBron treatment from way back when. Yeah.
I made a statement. I said Giannis.
And then they tapping him a little bit.
I said Giannis would have struggled in our league in our era because of we didn't play with all the shooters these guys are playing with right now. Right. There's shooters everywhere on the court right now. He's struggling because if his guys are not making shots and they're compacting that paint, he's not a consistent jump shooter.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? So that's why he's struggling. That's why I made that statement that he will struggle in our era because that's all defenses were. Is compacting the lane. Yeah. And if you didn't have a consistent jump shot, you were going to struggle. You can't name not one star back then that didn't have a consistent jump shot. Everybody could shoot back then.
Yeah.
This guy drafted you way back when.
He did.
What does he mean to you? I mean, somebody was going to draft you, obviously, but he's the one who did it. What does that mean to you when you look back on your Hall of Fame career?
For sure. So when I talk about the opportunity that I'm trying to give these kids and lay out this platform for them, it's based off of how I live my life and where I am today because of this man right here gave me that opportunity to fulfill my dream. And all I'm doing is just giving it back to these guys that have that dream of, playing basketball on a higher level.
Yeah. He was really special. And I remember watching him play when he was in high school. And he played and he did it so easily. And everyone would say, well, he doesn't play hard.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of intensity. And the only thing I kept saying is, that may be true to you, but what I'm seeing is he's always there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody else is
how is he standing out there?
Yeah, to me, everybody else is looking slow. Right. And he must be so fast and so good that he's there like just real smooth, just laying it up.
There's something to be said for making it look easy.
Yeah. But that was in high school.
Right.
And then when he got into the NBA and the things that the really explosive moment when he was in Orlando, and they down 3-1 against Detroit, and he brings them back. And I say this all the time, in Houston, y'all should have won one in Houston. Y'all had the team, everything was set, and it just didn't work out. But y'all were good enough.
By the way, in high school, you're playing against guys like me. That's a whole different level.
Ooh, see,
we got Dallas tonight, so we queued up this video because we can. Why not? It's Sean Bradley. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I did a versus with AI. We did like the top 10.
I was there for that,
Yeah, I didn't want to show that highlight.
You didn't include that, did you?
No, because out of respect for Sean Bradley.
Yeah. Well, that was nice.
Yeah,
but you talk about somebody who broke the mold, that there was really no position for him, right? When you talk about hybrid forwards, point guards, whatever, I mean, this is what Tracy McGrady came in, and everybody was like, well, what position does he play? And it was like, well, he plays 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 5.
Whatever you need.
Yes.
Whatever you need. Good luck. The Ones Basketball League continues here in Atlanta, finishes up in July in Las Vegas.
Defense!
Good luck with that.
Oh, that ain't no foul.
See? This one-on-one game could continue.
That ain't no foul.
Jaylen Brown with a big Game 2 for the Celtics to tie things up. We'll look ahead to that series in Game 3 tomorrow when we come back.